Hello students, I am Mrs. Papya Chandra, your course teacher for the subject electric traction. Today I will be teaching the topic suitable DC motor for electric traction with the help of this video. Once you go through this video, you will be able to 1. Recall the desirable characteristics of DC traction motor. 2. Classify DC motor. 3. Discuss the characteristics of DC series motor. 4. Discuss the characteristics of DC shunt motor. Next, differentiate between the characteristics of DC series motor and DC shunt motor. And finally, you will be in a position to select the motor suited for DC electric traction system. So first, we are supposed to know what are the desirable characteristics of traction motor. We will go through all the characteristics one by one. Now the first characteristic is it must be robust and mechanically strong. We all know electric traction motors, they are subjected to severe vibrations as well as they are subjected to severe weather and environment conditions also. Hence, they should be very robust and mechanically strong enough to withstand such conditions. Further, they should be provided with mechanical protection so as to prevent ingress of dirt, water, mud, etc. in them. Next point is it should have high starting torque. That means it should have high torque at low speed which is needed to accelerate the vehicle. That means, or in other words, it should have a very high starting torque. Next, it should have low torque at high speed for smooth running. Next, it should be able to run at variable speed. That means a traction motor should be a variable speed motor. Now just now we said a traction motor should be a variable speed motor. This will be justified by the speed time curve for electric traction which you had just studied in the previous lecture. But again, I am just to stress the point that DC series motor should be a variable speed motor. I am taking the topic again. Now here you are seeing the speed time curve. The speed time curve for electric traction which we have already studied, but still we will just do a small revision. First period is a constant acceleration period. You are knowing there are 5 periods and the first period is constant acceleration period. What is constant acceleration period? Constant acceleration period is also known as notching up period. During this period, the starting resistance of the motor is gradually cut and it starts from its zero speed to low speed. Next, as you can see from the curve, it is constant power period. What is constant power period? You can recall in this period, it is also known as the accelerating period because it accelerates and the speed starts increasing. Third is free running period. Now recall free running period. Free running period was a period where it attains maximum speed and runs at that speed. Fourth is coasting period. Now what is coasting period? Coasting period, it is that period in which supply to the motor is cut off and the train is allowed to run under its own momentum. Hence, the speed gradually starts decreasing. Now what is the last period? That is braking period. What is braking period? You should recall by now, in braking period, the brakes are applied to the train and train stops. So that means the speed becomes zero. So this speed time curve for electric traction also suggests that the traction motor, whichever we choose, should be a variable speed motor. Now next, we broadly classify DC motor. DC motor can be classified into one DC series motor and second DC shunt motor. Then we will go through the characteristics of both DC series motor and DC shunt motor and we are going to then compare both the characteristics. First, we go through the characteristics of DC series motor. The first characteristic is torque versus armature current. Please look at the solid blue line. This blue line has been drawn based on the equation torque is proportional to Ia squared. And you can see the graph is a parabola. What does it mean graph is a parabola? It shows it has a very high starting torque. which is a most desirable property of a traction motor. Now let us go to the next characteristic. The next characteristic is speed versus torque characteristics. This graph is a hyperbola. What does it mean? It means if the graph is hyperbola, it shows inverse speed torque characteristic, which means it shows high torque at low speed and low torque at high speed. Again, this characteristic is also desirable for a traction motor. Next, we go to the characteristics of DC shunt motor. The first characteristic is torque versus armature current. Note the solid line. The solid line is derived from the equation, or the graph has been drawn from the equation torque is proportional to armature current. This graph is a straight line passing through the origin. What does that mean? It means the starting torque is not high in case of DC shunt motor. We go to the next characteristics of DC shunt motor. The next characteristic is speed versus torque characteristic. Can you notice? The speed is almost constant over a wide range of load versus torque. What does it suggest? It suggests that DC shunt motor is a constant speed motor. Now is the time for reflection spot. Reflection spot, here you have to pause and you have to critically think. So after going through the characteristics of DC series and shunt motor as well as the desirable properties of a traction motor, I think you will be able to suggest which motor will be more suitable for traction work and why. Please jot down your answer and stop the video for some time, for some few seconds, and then once you get the answer, start the video again. I hope now you have got the answer. So, to come to the conclusion, let us prepare a comparison table. I have made a comparison table between DC series motor and DC shunt motor. You can see the first point, it is suggesting that both are mechanically strong and robust, which is very good. But the second parameter, that is starting torque. Now starting torque, you can see in case of DC series motor is very high, whereas in case of DC shunt motor it is low. Third is DC series motor has low torque at high speed, and in DC shunt motor there is hardly any change in torque. And fourth is DC series motor is a variable speed motor and DC shunt motor is a constant speed motor. So by this time you will be able to suggest that which is the most suitable motor, that is the DC series motor. Now apart from the comparable table which just now we have studied, I want to go through few more concepts which you have already studied in your previous semester for the subject DC motors. Now suitability of DC series motor for traction duty, again it is backed up by these points also. One is overload capacity. DC series motor has a very good overload capacity, which is a boon for a traction motor. Second is voltage fluctuation. We all know traction motor should be capable of withstanding high voltage fluctuation, and which our DC series motor is well capable of. And also we should not forget DC series motor has got a very high electrical as well as mechanical efficiency as compared to a DC shunt motor. So now we come to the conclusion. Thus we conclude that DC series motor is the ideal motor for electric traction work. Let us summarize all the points. First, because it is mechanically strong and robust. Second, the starting torque is very high as compared to DC shunt motor, which is needed for acceleration. Third, low torque at high speed gives a smooth riding quality, and this property we had seen in the graph of DC series motor. Fourth, it is suited for variable speed. We know from the speed time curve that a traction motor is a variable speed motor. And apart from all these points also, we have some backup points, that is, it is able to withstand high voltage fluctuation, possesses high electrical and mechanical efficiency, and capable of taking overload capacity. So students, at the end of the video, you all know now what are the desirable characteristics or the properties of a traction motor, classification of DC motor, characteristics of DC series and DC shunt motor, and with all the characteristics, you have come to the conclusion that why DC series motor is the best motor which should be used for electric traction work. Thank you for watching this video, and take the help of this video for preparing your exams. Thank you.